The first idea, information visualization, information graphics, data visualization, all those areas that are basically interrelated don't depend on software. Forget about that. Many wonderful infographics, I mean, Leonardo da Vinci didn't use Photoshop, right? He just used pencil and paper. And he's one of the grandfathers of information graphics and visualization. So why have we forgotten about the idea that we can just create infographics with pencil and paper? So you can create very effective graphs. And you should start doing that. Why? Well, for two different reasons. First of all, because there are certain things that can only be communicated through a graphic effectively. When I show examples like this is a graphic that I made with a group of friends, with a group of colleagues. When you see it, you probably think, particularly if you're not an artist, you say, I cannot really do that. I don't know how to draw. Well, neither can I. I am not a very good artist. I know how to sketch ideas out. But if I had to create a very complex, illustration to explain something like that, I don't do it myself. I just rely on people who are very good artists. What do I do? What is my contribution to projects like this one? That, sketches. I just sketch ideas out. What I do is exactly what you do when you're going to write a story, which is you are interviewing a source and you're taking your notes. Well, instead of just writing your notes, I draw my notes. I create little sketches, little drawings that help me understand my ideas better. And the second step of my contribution to the information graphics that I produce is to actually create the structure. Let's suppose that you're creating a graphic like that. A graphic like that is not just an illustration. It has an underlying structure, an underlying narrative structure that guides the reader through the process of understanding the information. Well, that's what I do. All right, it's just the underlying structure of the graphic. So I say, well, let's put a headline in here. Let's put the intro in there. Let's create a big informative illustration in the middle. Let's create little diagrams here, here, and there. That is the journalistic side of the process. That is the storytelling side of the process. The second idea, which I think is also very important, is that there is a lot of confusion between information graphics and illustrations. An information graphic is not an illustration. The example that I showed before is not an illustration, because it is not just a piece of art which conveys, your feelings about. No, it's a piece of information. An information graphic is a form of communication that should respect basically the same rules that you apply when you're writing a news story in terms of accuracy, in terms of precision, in terms of respecting the integrity of the data that you're presenting.